Hi Gemini, this is going to be your art channeled message. I channel messages through art, creativity. I really hope my messages inspire you to see the art within yourself, within your journey, and within everything around you, because everything is artistic, everything is symbolic, and we all start from zero, which is just the blank canvas, the fool's journey. If you'd like a personal reading, all of that is down below, including like channeled art, channeled readings, just so many different possibilities. And lastly, there's no rules here. All of my messages are timeless. What's special about them is there's the overall message, the obvious stuff, then there's the underlying stuff, the stuff that makes you think, the advice you need to hear, something you need to hear at just this second. My art has a lot of optical illusions, and so does what I say. Sometimes it doesn't come out the way others do, and that's okay. What I started drawing for you was a circular thing with a pointy edge. I'm not gonna lie, it low-key looked like a nipple. And immediately what came to me was nourishment. Typically that's a baby's main source for food. That's what they latch onto, that's all they have. In addition to that, as I finished the drawing, it looked like a fish that's curved or leaping out of the water. I want to say flopping around. I can even picture it too. What do fishes do when they don't have adequate water supply? How do they act on dry land? They start flopping around. Right off the bat, it's so weird how these two things are in sync already. I'm getting you're not being nourished. The foods you're eating are not providing you with essential vitamins and minerals. You're not getting enough water, so you're flopping around all over the place, like the poor fish in my drawing. Strangely enough, I'm getting a water sign will be entering or significant in your life. We are in Pisces season, I believe, still, which is ironic. And I just heard they know what it's like to be a fish out of water. They've been there. I'm literally getting the scenario of a personal trainer, nutritionist, or just anyone that started a fitness regimen that brings an extreme transformation. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you will suddenly start caring about your health like never before. I wonder what will kickstart this. This also reminds me of how some people are scared or frightened into changing. And it doesn't always have to be from a mentor standpoint. It could be as simply as looking at an unhealthy person or seeing an example and going, yeah, I'm not trying to be that in 5 years. I'm not trying to look like that in 5 years, as bad as that sounds. Something will be somewhat of a wake-up call for you soon. It's like going to make you want to do or change something about yourself drastically. It's like, this is the turning point, no going back. Lastly, I kept hearing the word disoriented. It reminds me of how a fish acts when it leaves its comfort zone, aka the water. But I'm getting this feeling is only temporary. There's something here about like, is this actually for me right now? Yes, you're just not used to it yet. It's a brand new thing. Kind of reminds me too of how you can be, when you're out of shape, doing workouts at first can feel like the end of the world. It feels like you're dying. Some people even get physically ill. Of course, you should never push yourself that hard, but it's the same idea. And I unexpectedly doodled something else in the midst of channeling, and it's a quill with writing marks to simulate words, or like someone trying to convey something. And then I was also getting, it's like taking water away from a fish. That's the art theme here. It's like taking water away from a fish. Or taking a banana away from a monkey. They need that. They want that. So, let's see. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I think I'm going to do tarot first. We have 10 of Pentacles. I heard that saying again. It's like taking the dog away from its owner. Both of them will be sad. It's like a close-knit family. It's like a close-knit group. You rely on it. It's like your life supply, your water supply. It's like you're relying on something. You relied on something for years and years and years. Like this was like a long-term thing. And when you suddenly break that and try something different, it's going to hurt. It's gonna feel like someone took your life supply away. Took your air away. I'm getting that song, like, how am I supposed to breathe with no air? You have King of Wands. The Go-Getter. I'm getting a judgment-free zone. You think something about needing to just listen to someone. We have the Tower, the Sun. I'm getting someone in your life is going to be like someone in your life is going to start feeling or acting very hard on you, but it's only because they care. It's not in a malicious way. They're not being rude, or at least they're not trying to. It's like they just want you to be healthy. They want you to be nourished. They want the best. Remember I said it's like something's going to scare you? I'm seeing this as just being scared, simply, the Tower here. Being frightened, seeing something, and it's like, everyone avert your eyeballs, don't look at it. I'm gonna like being scared into enlightenment. Let's get an oracle card. I'm getting as well with like the judgment-free zone. You're gonna be feeling judged, and for some reason, like the being seen is going to cause you to just want to shape up as well, to not do that anymore. Like, I'm just saying this as a joke, but you know like how people joke around, they're like, bullying works, let's bring it back. I don't know. This is like, different things work for different people. Some people need that no nonsense, no BS approach. Like, this is what you're doing, stop. And then other people need a more gentle approach, where it's like, okay, I'll hold your hand. We need to, is like being pushed on a whim. I'm getting this envisionment of how like you can teach babies to swim from a young age, and sometimes like they just pour the water to prep them to swim so they get used to it, and it's like in their train of thought. And then some of them are just like thrown in, of course, when they're at a certain level, and they just start swimming by themselves. So it's like you gotta throw them in. You have to simulate an actual drowning occurrence. It's like simulate a drowning, so they can rescue themselves or know how to swim. That's what this feels like. It's just like you're being thrown into the deep end. I want to say thrown to the wolves, but this is going to work for you the best. So if you're scared of taking this approach, think again. Because even though you were thrown out, this building is on fire. This building is going to slowly, this is very graphic, slowly burn you alive. I don't know about you, but I'd rather have the sun than the fire. We have Guide. That's where that water sign comes in. That's where that fish came in. It's like, I know what it's like to be a fish out of water. I was here at one point. I'm not here to judge you. But I'm also not going to act like I don't see what's going on. I don't know. We have represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. This reminds me too of how they say real friends will tell you what you're doing is wrong, and then fake ones will go along with your nonsense and foolishness. So like, yeah, someone is definitely going to be telling you how it is. And once again, we have this thing going on here with like the monkey without its banana, the fish without its water, the owner without their pet. Just like one big circle. They're always attached at the hip. And owls are so intimidating, like just the way they look. Even her face, it's like they're on the same frequency or something. We have gambler. Once again, this is almost like going into it without knowing what you're getting into. It's like, let's throw them into the water. Let's throw them into the deep end. Willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. I feel like that's what this is too. Other people have doubted you. It's, they'll never start this and stick with it. How about you prove them wrong then? I feel like someone here at least believes in you. You know that saying too where it's like they're hard on you because they see the potential? Whoa. They see the potential. I'm seeing this too as like they see this being you eventually. And back to that nourishment thing. You're malnourished. So watch your food intake. Are you getting enough vitamins, minerals? It's very important stuff. What have you been gravitating to lately? Really, not really sure how this all relates. I sort of do, but it's a lot going on. Just seeing the start of a huge transformation or sort of a healthy way of thinking, a healthy lifestyle. Okay, Gemini, that's the end of this art channeled message. Please like, subscribe, support the channel in any way you can. I would really, really, really appreciate it. And yeah, and remember, it's the overall message and the underlying stuff. It's like, what did you see as I'm describing it? What do you think this is trying to tell you as well? You might feel judged, but some people really just have your best interest at heart. They want you to be happy. They want you to be healthy. And seeing this too is like being full of life, being full of energy. Kind of reminds me of like vitamin C and zinc, all that stuff that you take when you're sick. Yeah. Okay, guys. Bye.